Hi, good afternoon. It's Robin Jeffrey here again from Mind at Peace, and we're just going to run in to a little bit more about keto. I said we were going to. What I've got this time is a couple of books and a few items that we use with the cooking and various other bits and pieces, because a lot of the stuff is easier to get. When we first started, we tended to buy a lot online, but now a lot of the supermarkets have bits. You might have to shop around. Some of them have it, some of them don't, and the prices vary from one to the other. Keto Books, best place, is The Works. This is a keto book here, and it was priced at original price £9.99, £3. It gives you, this is a quick and easy for beginners. There's loads of different ones. Another one that we use a lot is this Keto Sweet Tooth. It hasn't got the label on for the price, but again, it was a few pounds. Very cheap, a lot cheaper than its normal price. And this basically, if you feel that there are things that you're not getting, this is full of different cakes, different types of biscuits, shortbreads, cream cheese cookies, all that kind of thing. Some nice strawberry desserts there that you can eat. Strawberries and raspberries are something that we eat a lot of. Yes. Now, sugar. Obviously, one of the main things that you need to get rid of is sugar. But there is a very good substitute called stevia. You can find this in a lot of the supermarkets now. I think this one probably came from Sainsbury's. Waitrose sell it. The prices will vary a little bit, but you don't need a lot of this. But if you, like, say for argument's sake, you've got some strawberries that are not quite that sweet yet, sprinkle a little bit over and it's really good. You can use it in your tea, coffee and baking. You can put it in as the substitute for sugar when you're making cakes. Another thing, flour. If you're making flour cakes, the flour that you use is either a coconut flour or an almond flour. So ground almonds are used a lot in things that my wife makes cake wise, so you can get almond flour quite easily. A lot of the supermarkets are doing these things as normal now, and the prices are not too bad. You can buy online. Sometimes the prices online are quite expensive, but shop around and it is out there and you'll get used to it. Now, milk. This is what we have, which is an unsweetened almond milk. Now, this particular one comes from Aldi, and the reason we buy it from Aldi is because it's about £1 a carton cheaper than a lot of other supermarkets. So you need the unsweetened one. This is 100% plant-based, and what we do in our tea and coffee, we buy double cream, proper double cream, and we have a jug and we pour the whole carton of that in, a large carton, and we pour a carton of the unsweetened almond milk in to the jug as well. Mix the two together. So when we have tea and coffee, we have a mixture of almond milk and fresh cream, and after a while you get used to that. So that doesn't alter the flavour too much. Now, another thing that's used a lot is chia seed. I'm not sure really where this comes from. I mean, but there's, if you really want to look it up, we have it sometimes a bit like an old-fashioned tapioca, a kind of a rice pudding-y type thing, and I like it. Some people don't. They don't like the texture of it, but it is really nice, and it can be used in a lot of other things as well. So chia seed, a good place to get that again is Aldi. Very cheap in Aldi. Now, if you've still got a bit of a sweet tooth and you want some chocolate and things like that, basically you're better off eating a dark chocolate, and the higher the cocoa percentage, the better it is for you. So this particular one, for a 25 gram bar, this has got about 4.6 grams of carbohydrate. So there's still carbohydrates in it, I mean, but it's very low. And again, it is a bit different to milk chocolate, if milk chocolate is. But once you've really got the weight going, the weight loss going, you'll find that every now and again you can have a small bar of chocolate or something, and it doesn't really affect your weight once you've got it really going. So you can just have these things. I mean, sometimes we will have things like fish and chips. Obviously the chips are not good for you, but I find the next day when I weigh myself, because I weigh myself every day, just to keep an eye on what's going on. And you can sometimes see when you've eaten something that perhaps you shouldn't have done, and you can see a pound go on. The next day you'll weigh, and that pound might come off, and sometimes 2 pound might come off. It just depends. It does fluctuate, but you find you get to a point where you can really balance your weight, and you know when you've overstepped it a little bit and you're going to stick a pound or 2 on, and you know how, once you've got the hang of it, to knock a pound or 2 back off. This works. You know, this not a kind of a fad thing. You really have got to get into it. You don't have to pay any extra money because you've got to eat and drink anyway. So all you need to do is change what you buy, change what you use and the way you use it. And within a week, you're going to start losing weight noticeably, because you get your scales and you will see it yourself. You know, this is not just me making things up. Do it and have a go yourself, because I'm not a person that would just do an ordinary standard diet. The problem is with them, they will all lose weight. There's nothing about that. But guess what? The minute you stop, you think, oh yeah, I've got to the weight I want. You stop and it comes thundering back on. With this is more of a complete change of what you eat. And I've got used to it. And find it very good. And we have little treats every now and again. So I think as long as you do that, then there's nothing wrong with it at all. Anyway, that's enough about keto for the moment. I will perhaps put together a few more bits and pieces as time goes on. If you want to ask any questions, just add them below and I'll see if I can answer. There is so much out there on the internet. There's so much to read. There's so much information. Like I said in the first video, the best thing to do is get the stuff and start. Stop buying bread and all the other bits and pieces. I have a fry up every breakfast. I never thought that perhaps having a fried breakfast every morning would ever be a part of a good system for your health. But it actually is, which was a surprise to me, and I actually enjoy it. So I start the day feeling, yeah, quite content food-wise. So yeah, that'll do for now. And if you like this channel, please press the subscribe, because I'm going to make more and more. And also, probably the next one, I'm going to do just for people that have never tried hypnotherapy, I'm going to try just a very basic induction, and you can just follow along by watching and just following what I say and see if it works for you. If you've never tried hypnosis before, then on the next video, just have a go to see if it's something that suits you, something that calms you, something you like, something that even helps you. There are lots of people out there that have never tried it. Lots of people don't want to try it. That's fair enough. But if you do, then yeah, wait for the next video to come out. If you subscribe, you'll know when it comes out. So anyway, I'm going to call that it for now. And like I say, any questions, just post them below. Thank you very much. Bye now.